Welcome to Video Battlethon. Michael Rosmer and John Sue, inspired by Gary Vaynerchuk. Today's video is video number 70. Jeez, 70 videos. I can't believe it. Today, I'm doing a video on something that has happened in my personal life, which I thought was kind of interesting. A little bit shocking, but not really. I actually got a message from somebody who had unfriended me many years ago. Many years ago. And all of a sudden, I get a message from them. And it's a negative message talking quite badly about me. And I thought this would make an interesting video about how, why, or more how to deal with haterade messages. And the interesting thing was, after I read the message, which was quite negative, I thought to myself, well, I don't completely disagree with it, but I don't completely agree with it, because there's parts of it, of what they said, I agree with it. And then there's parts of it that they said that I didn't agree with it. And I like to read the message just so that, you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. And it was just interesting that I found that somebody would message me years later to tell me that, right, when they've already unfriended me. So here's the message. I'm going to read it to you exactly as it was written to me. Here we go. Just finding it on Facebook. John, I was debating upon saying something to you as I unfriended you years ago. Honestly, John, I find you so narcissistic, judgmental, and insecure. Do you really think people care about your every move? They have their own lives. Please do not respond to this. I do not want to hear your rationalization and justification for your behavior. Step back and look at yourself. You are not a kind person. Your ego gets in the way. I am not the only one who feels this way. As I read this, I thought to myself, interesting, at that very exact moment I got this message, I was actually feeling quite insecure about something that I was doing. I was very unsure of that. And I was really, I was very judgmental about the whole situation of things happening. Like, there was deals falling apart, which I didn't feel was my fault. And I thought these people were idiots and that they didn't know what they're talking about. So it was an interesting thing of what she was saying was how I was feeling in my life. And are they awesome things that I want to admit about myself? Well, I've become very honest with myself, and there's lots of negative things about me. Am I narcissistic? Anyone who actually knows me very well knows I'm very narcissistic. I'm borderline narcissistic. But those who truly know me really well also know that I'm actually quite a caring person and generous person. So is she right? 100% she's right. But only 50%. There's the other half that she doesn't see about me, because she doesn't know me very well, that I'm also, very, very giving and not just narcissistic. And what really took me back was I wasn't that insulted about it, right? And the weird thing was, what she said about me was actually how I was feeling about myself and about certain things in my life. And, you always hear people say, oh, don't let the haterade message, affect you. Don't let it take down its insecure people, talking trash about you. But there must be some connection of years later, they sent me the message. And at that same exact moment when I was reading it, whatever was happening in my life, that's how I was feeling. Interesting way of, how the life or the universe sends messages to you. And, how I deal with negativity is, I don't feel the message, but I hear the message. I try to look for the theme of what, life is trying to tell me. Because you've heard the saying, life is, your outside world is a reflection of your inside world that you're not conscious of. So yeah, I guess the next time you get haterade message or somebody's talking trash about you or saying something negative, don't be insulted. Just look for where in your life do you actually feel that. Because, one thing I think is just bad advice is you hear people say, oh, it's their garbage, not your garbage. Well, one thing I want to ask is, there's billions of people out there. Why is it that one person is talking trash to you directly? There's got to be a deep connection there. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on haterade messages and kind of how I've dealt with it and interpreted it. And I think it's really useful information for anyone else who possibly is getting hated on or even talking trash about somebody else. It's it's a good messenger system designed by life, and I think that's something I wanted to share, even though it's not the most awesome limelight thing about me, but I think it's just good, solid information. Thank you.